Hey Joe, how you doing? We're back. We're back again.
We are back. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, man. Not too bad. Isolation's. I'm slowly losing my mind a little bit. Slowly.
Same,
What
mate.
about you?
Same. Oh, mate. Yeah. No, I know. It's frustrating, isn't it? Because I guess we have this one walk or one exercise a day that we're allowed to do. But the rest of the time, just hold up in this one little place.
I know, it's like, just the freedom of going, maybe, just to like a shopping centre, grabbing some lunch or something,
Yeah.
going to a restaurant to eat. But like, it's just not being able to do those little things, and it just it adds up and drives you insane.
I know.
Mate,
and it's going to go on for so long, probably.
I hope not, man. I hope not.
I hope not.
Let's see what happens. But baby, it's been another one of those weeks where I have to say, and I, I said it to the members. I think I say it all the time, but like, it's just, where has this week gone? It's just, where so much is going on, it just morphs into like a day's worth of things to talk about.
Yeah.
Honestly, man.
Agreed. It's like just markets at the moment. The moves that we've been seeing in the last, about 6 or 7 weeks are just insane. I saw this thing, Ken. Apparently in March, the average daily move in the S&P was about 5%.
What?
Which is
average?
I know. Average daily move in the
Man.
S&P about 5%. It's insane.
I know, and then if you look at like some of the dollar pairs, dollar crosses, like GU for example, in the last sort of couple of weeks or so, you've seen some of those average moves. I was just calculating them now, just because I was in a GU trade, and like some of the moves are like between 300, around 300 pips, 300 pips in a day.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's the norm now. That's
the norm. Exactly. We're already down today over 100 pips in GU. It's looking now, some big moves already this morning alone. But look, let's while we're on the topic of sort of dollar related, man, it's been another strong, not another strong week for dollar. Excuse me. It's been a strong recovery for the dollar. After last week we were absolutely battered. We're slammed. We're talking about death be upon last week very much because of all of the QE from the FOMC. What's changed, do you think, this week? Why are we seeing this rebound?
Well, it's almost like we're getting some of that safe haven bid back in the dollar, because that was kind of epitomised yesterday by that US jobs data, which was terrible.
Awful.
Because it was 6.6 million Americans, claiming unemployment benefits for the first time in 1 week, and that was way more than expectations, about 3.5.
Double.
But how did dollar react? The dollar, there was an initial bit of weakening, but then it strengthened after the data because of that safe haven bid, and I think that's generally been the tone all week for the dollar.
Yeah, like, it's funny, and saying to the members, obviously at the end of the day, we trade what we see. That's it. We cover what we see. We report the facts. But like in this case, it's very interesting times, because you got to look at the end of the day. If we look at data from the US, it's crippling. It's crippling. Clearly economic contraction without a shadow of doubt. A number of people were calling. Sales. A couple of Fed speakers. I think it was Fed speaker yesterday, Daily, or one of the Fed speakers, just saying that how we're basically in a recession now for the United States. And despite the fact that we're in a recession, it's just like the dollar continues to go on and on and on and on. But that goes down to what you were saying about safe haven. It's the reserve currency of the world. Everyone else is in the same boat, right? So where else should we put our money? With a dollar. So it's almost a win-win for the dollar right now, right? Win-win. Data's bad for US, doesn't matter. Let's buy some dollars.
Exactly. And like you were saying, it's really important to emphasize that everybody's in the same boat. Like, there's all this focus on US data, but you have to remember that the same things are happening in Europe. Like, we had these PMIs this morning from Europe. They were the final readings, but Euro sold off because they were just shocking.
Awful.
They were terrible. Italy was 17 this morning.
Bear in mind, we have to remind people that 50 is growth. Anything below is contraction. Man, that is awful.
Yeah, exactly. We've never seen a PMI that bad.
17!
And Italy was 17. I know.
Yeah, because the thing is as well, they're still the worst hit in Europe, aren't they, right now? Are they still number one?
Yeah.
In Europe?
I think in terms of duration of their lockdown, they've been in it for the longest. In terms of daily deaths, because of coronavirus, I think Spain is now just overtaken them.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, anyway, it's a huge negative right now for the Eurozone, as you say. What else we got going on right now? Apart from obviously dollar being the main talker point, what else is going on?
Well, we've got oil, which was we've seen some absolute madness in the oil market.
Man,
yesterday being
messed
Thursday,
up.
guys.
Yesterday, there was a move of like 20% in one go.
Yeah,
literally one go. Man, how does that shit happen?
It was insane.
Yeah. So go on. What? Give us the background.
So basically, Trump came on. I think he was speaking on TV when he first said it. He said that he'd essentially brokered a deal between the Saudis and the Russians to do a global production cut of between 10 million and 15 million barrels per day. So you got to bear in mind, global productions it's roughly 100 million barrels per day. So that's a big chunk of global production. And obviously, massive spike on that, because obviously if you're reducing the supply, you're going to push the price higher. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, when I was looking at the chart, because I posted the blog in the Freak News section, and, you know, before that news announcement, we were at $22, and then with the highs, we ran up to 27. Trump is funny, man. This guy, the power of Trump, though, the power of Trump.
It is. You know,
kudos to him. Look, now, so the pivotal thing now is this meeting, right, on the 6th, on Monday.
It is.
Okay? So they have to make progress, or oil comes all the way back down plus more, right?
Yes.
What are we looking for from that meeting?
So basically, going into this meeting, from what the indication we've got today is that the Russians, and probably the Saudis as well, they will only agree to big cuts if the US and Canada and some other countries, but mainly the US, also agree to big cuts. So this is an OPEC Plus meeting on Monday, but the US and Canada are actually invited to that meeting, and apparently loads of other countries are trying to join OPEC Plus as well. So it looks like that it's not just going to be an OPEC Plus meeting on Monday. It looks like it's going to be a meeting between all of the major global oil producers, really, and all of them are going to try and come together and agree to cuts.
Yeah, it's almost like, you know, as we've, you know, with a G7 in a way, but with the oil market, a coordinated action, right? You know,
exactly,
because they know they need something significant. Like I've seen, like Morgan Stanley was saying, you know, oil could fall as low as $10, $10 per barrel.
Yeah,
that's insane. Bear in mind, at the start of the year, we were up at $66, man. And Joel, I have to say it again. Remember at the start of this year, you were sitting over there, and I was like, Joel, look at this top for crude. We formed a nice evening sort of shooting star formation. It's coming down. Boy, it didn't come down,
mate.
It's insane.
I mean, because you said that in the podcast. Yeah, mate. Oh my God, we're gonna need to go back to that in like a year's time and see what actually happened.
Definitely, man.
Because you're right, mate. I think I agree with what Morgan Stanley is saying. If this meeting fails, then we're going below 20, because what was holding us above 20 before was kind of like hopes that what's happening now would actually happen.
Agreed.
And if this meeting fails, then that's it. Oil is
done.
It's done.
This is another make or break. Another make or break meeting. You know, after that make or break in March with OPEC. So let's see what happens. Let's see. Hopefully they can sort of do something. And as a reminder for FX as well, don't forget to, obviously people should be looking at CAD, right? The correlation there, oil and CAD. Okay. Outside of that, what else have we got going on?
What else have we got next week? We've got RBA.
Anything there? Because they've already been dovish. They launched QE, didn't they? They cut rates.
Exactly.
What are rates at the moment? 0.25?
Yeah.
And then I think they said they're not going to look at negative, right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So it's all about their QE now. And I mean, they've already started QE. So, I mean, we'll be watching, and I'll do a preview for the meeting, which I'll give to the members and everything. But I don't think it's going to be that much of a market-moving event, to be honest. It's
funny because, like, really, outside of US right now, in terms of data, nothing's really that sexy for the time being. There's enough themes to talk about in terms of, like, you know, COVID-19, crude oil. Like, it's all about themes right now, isn't it?
Yeah. Agreed,
you know, and obviously,
100%.
Well, I guess, like, as I said, US jobs, that's a theme at the moment. But yeah, what else next week? CAD.
Yeah, CAD jobs data, that will be interesting.
Yeah, bear in mind they haven't been releasing data. They paused, didn't they, for a while, Stat Canada. So that'll be interesting to see how that comes out. I guess other than that, that's pretty much it. What's your view? Are we going to continue to see dollar balls?
You know, I think it kind of depends on this OPEC meeting a little bit. I think if OPEC can agree to something big, then that'll be not just a plus for oil, but that'll also be a plus for equities.
Risk
Did
appetite.
you see yesterday on that Trump announcement, equities rallied. So if you see I think it's kind of if you see they deliver something big, equities rally, that probably won't be good for dollar because we're seeing it as a safe haven at the moment. If they fail, then I think that will be a dollar positive because it will also coincide with risk off in equities and selling in commodity currencies like CAD and NOK and all of them, and that will probably be beneficial to the dollar. That's what I think at the moment.
Okay.
Anyway.
No, that's fair enough. I agree with you to some extent there. Yeah. No, okay. Well, it'll be an interesting week anyway. Next week, obviously, that'll definitely start the week off with a bang, without a shadow of a doubt. Look, dude, that's it. That's another good podcast there. Other than that, have a good one, buddy. Let's get it.
Cheers, you as well, mate. Let's get it.